Good morning, everybody. This is Danny from Deep South Homestead. Guys, we're over at the off-grid cabin. We have two plants here. These are dwarf bananas. They were sent to us by a subscriber. Now, I don't actually know which variety they are. I mean, I have to go back and look to see. But guys, it's getting to be winter time, and we're going to be moving these to the greenhouse. We're going to get them out of the open area out here and put them in the greenhouse to be able to overwinter them and possibly protect them from the harsh cold that we're going to be experiencing a little bit later on in the wintertime. As you can see, they're only not even a foot tall. Now, they've been here all year and they're only a foot tall. So we're going to dig them up and take them to the greenhouse and see if we can't do a little bit better job in the greenhouse. Gotta leave as many roots as possible. Try not to disturb it no more than we absolutely have to. There we go. I knew we'd get them up sooner or later. Move that dirt around it. Well, guys, we're in the greenhouse here, and I want to show you why we're moving this to the greenhouse. You see this banana plant I'm holding in my hand here? It's the same age as the one behind it. Look at this. Look at the difference. Outside, in the greenhouse here. These were planted at exactly the same day, exactly the same time, exactly the same size from the same subscriber, and this is outside versus in the greenhouse. Look at this. Can you blame me for wanting to put it in the greenhouse? I think we can do a lot better job in a greenhouse than we can outside in the inclement weather that they face outside. They just do better in a controlled environment. So that's what we're going to do here. I'm going to move this out of the way, put it over here. We're going to take our shovel. We're going to dig down. And see, it's just good looking dirt. I mean, you know, we have perlite in here. We've amended the soil. Good fertilization in it from this past year where we had other things growing in it, guys. It's just alright, guys, we're going to get this over in here. Try to get as many roots down as we can. Get them pointing downward. I don't want to cover it too deep, but I want it deep enough that the bulb does well. We'll come back, we'll water it in a little bit later, and I think we'll be good to go. This is number one. Kind of press the dirt in a little bit around it. You wonder why there's a stick in here. It's holding up our satsuma limb there where it don't break. Now we're going to move around to the other side and plant the other one. Okay, guys, we're going to try to get this one moved over here. Get all the roots kind of facing downward. Get some dirt raked in around it. Alright, it's a drastic difference, this versus this. So we done this experiment to see if the greenhouse was worth it to put a banana plant in the greenhouse, and the answer is absolutely yes. I mean, the size of these leaves, this leaf is probably 3 feet long and 16 inches wide. It's huge. I mean, and the new one coming on is even bigger coming up there. So we're excited. We're hoping that we can overwinter them in the greenhouse, and if we have to, we can come in here, because our satsuma trees are right here, we can come in here to this point and we can section off this part of our greenhouse and cover it and keep a light in here to keep it warm if we have to. So let's just hope and pray that this year we make it through without having too many problems, and we're able to actually get some bananas. But you know, here at Deep South Homestead, we had some banana trees outside that were not dwarfs, and the storm broke them over. They had bananas on them, so you know what? We hadn't done an update on that, so why don't we jump in the Ranger and run out yonder to the other side of the farm, and let's look at that banana tree and just see where it's at today. That's one banana tree, but it's not the banana tree. Okay guys, we had a bunch of banana trees growing in here. We came in and we gave a bunch of them to our neighbors, and we kept out a bunch of the pups that were around them, trying to see if we could get them to take off, and only one over here to the back of me really took off. These didn't really take off like we had expected because we've been kind of in a drought. Bananas need a lot of water, but we had one right here. This one was probably 15 to 18 feet tall, took off and done good, but right at the last moment, when it had bananas on it, the first time it's ever had a banana on it, the hurricane came in here, we finally got hit, and it broke it off right here. Well, I didn't take the bananas off of it because I was like, you know what? There might still be some life in that stalk right there, a little bit of it, and it might be the part that's hooked to the bananas. And what difference would it be to leave them on the plant versus cutting them off, bringing them in the house? So I said, just gonna leave them. So I haven't even looked at them, to be honest with you. Let's walk around to the other side of the tree and see what the bananas actually look like. Okay, we see that the leaves have begun to die here, which is the first indication I need to check this. And I'm noticing the stalk right here is starting to shrivel and get a little smaller. I haven't taken it off because it's still green, and it might still have, it's feeding off of this right here right now. So I'm trying to leave it as long as I can. And guys, this is what we have right now. So far, they're still green, they're still hanging in there. Now with the bloom end, I took off, and it's starting to shrivel up on us. But look at the bananas here. I mean, they're not round, they're kind of not filled out yet. Now whether they'll actually make anything, I don't know. We're gonna wait and see. Now if it freezes, I'll go ahead and cut them off, but I'm gonna leave them here. I'm not gonna take them off because they are still green. They're pulling some moisture from something in the plant. So we're anxiously awaiting to see how these bananas do. Now if they drop and fall to the ground, I'll come out here and get them. But right now, we're just gonna let them go and see what happens. Well guys, I hope you've seen the difference between a greenhouse versus outside growing of things like citrus trees, banana trees, and things like that. It does make a difference in a greenhouse. Now, this right here is what we're hoping for in the greenhouse. Now, whether it's gonna happen this year or next year, I don't know. But that's what we're anxiously awaiting, the dwarf ones, to see how they do. And guys, I hope that by us showing the greenhouse and our experiences with the greenhouse, it will encourage you to actually look in that direction. And if you do, check out Grower Solutions, because that's where we got our greenhouse from. Tyler and the crew there have been very helpful for us in helping to make decisions on what to do and how to do it. They've been very beneficial. If you check out their website and use our code DEEPSOUTH, then you can get 10% off of your purchases there. Now they don't only have greenhouses. They sell ground cover, They also have fruit trees. They have drip irrigation systems. They have all types of gardening container things and stuff like that. Check out their site completely. They do more than just greenhouses. We've got our dwarf peach trees from them. We've gotten blackberries from them. We've got all kinds of different things from different ones of them there. Guys, we've been very satisfied with anything we've got from Grower Solutions so far. So go check them out. Use our code. Get 10% off of your purchase. And enjoy gardening, guys. Thank you from Deep South Homestead.